Hi again, friends. It's Sharon from Mad Paper Crush here, and we find ourselves at the last week of April already. I can't believe we're already, gosh, getting to almost halfway through 2022. But I wanted to do a little bit of planning today because the last thing I had done in my planner was the last week of April, which is this week. So I don't have anything after that, and I really want to get myself set up. But I also want to do it pretty fast. So I wanted to kind of show you an easy way to get your planning done very quickly if you don't have time, but you want to have this planner. So I've been really loving my planner that I made here. It is it's about 8.5 inches tall by, well, 5.5 or 6 inches wide, approximately, something like that. But I've really been loving this. It's a really good size for me to carry around. And so I really want to keep planning in it. And I know that if I don't get my next week set up, then I won't. So I want to go ahead and quickly do that. But we're also at the beginning of a month. So I need to kind of start my month. So what I did to make this go very fast and easy is I printed some of the pages from my Fresh Spring Mad Plans kit. So I will link to these down below and also up in the corner here if you would like to check out this kit. It has a couple of full weeks already done where you don't have to do any designing. You just have to put this in or paste it down, whichever is easiest. And then also I just printed one of these plain pages because I thought this would be perfect to set up my month overview pages. And then I went through some of the things that I had already printed out, and I found that I had these pieces from the kit already printed out and, cut up and on basically ready to go. So I may use some of these as well, but I think this is all I'm going to need to get started. So, and of course you absolutely don't have to use, a digital kit like this. You could set up your week, just using lines and circles, or little pieces of paper, to make it interesting if you wanted to, but I don't have a lot of time. So I want to do this really fast. So this is what I'm going to use to get that done. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, I'm going to start with my month overview. So I have turned to a blank page in my planner here. And if you've been following me doing some planning, you'll know that I like to have an index. So what I'm going to do is make sure my index is up to date. So I have my April days completed there. My month of April days go from page 34 to 42. And so I can start May here. And so if I look, we're going to be starting on page 43. So I'm just going to put 43 down as a starting point. So I'll come back as I do different weeks and days to update this, but this is where I wanted to start right now. Okay, so here's my blank page, and I'm going to start with this plain page to do my month overview. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut this page in half. Now, because this page is exactly the same size as my base page, I may cut this down just a little bit so that it doesn't, peel back when I try to use it. Seems to be that when you glue pages down, if you have them with a little bit of a margin, they do a little bit better. So I'm probably going to do that as well. So I'm just going to grab my cutter here. And I'm going to cut this directly in half just to get to a starting point. So I'm using this is letter size, US letter size paper. So it's 5.5 is the middle of that page. And then I'm going to decide which one I'm going to use for my month overview. So I kind of like this one because we are, in the midst of spring. And so I love how this says, when springtime comes again here. And I think this might be a good place to do my month overview. So let me see if I can find another month overview so you can kind of see. Okay, so this is one I kind of did by hand. So I used some stamping. I actually did a lot of stamping here. And then I used sort of my bullet journal helpers to make my month days. So this is kind of how I like to do my monthly overview. I like to just do it, and this is just for very high level things. If I know I have appointments or I'm traveling or different things like that, I kind of put them on my month overview so I can quickly look, to see if I have anything going on. I can very easily find that. So that's kind of what I'm going to do here. And I could start with a plain page again if I wanted to, but I think it would be fun this time to have something on there. Now, I did have some stamping when I was creating my book that, is on here, but that's okay. I don't mind. It's going to go up against my rings here. But like I said, I do want to have a little bit of a margin. So I'm just going to cut this down. I'm not going to worry about the height yet. I'll probably just cut off some of the top or the bottom, whichever I feel like I want to. But I do want to get my width correct. So I'm just going to put this where I think I'm going to glue it down next to my rings, hopefully as straight as possible, meaning not crooked like I just pulled it there. And then I'm just going to mark here where I'm giving myself maybe 1/8 of an inch margin from the end of the page. Now, the other thing that I was thinking is it might be better to cut off, because I'm going to be cutting off, looks like almost 1/2 inch or 3/4 of an inch there. But that'll be taking away some of my white space. So I was thinking maybe what I'll do is sort of split this in two. Because I don't want to take off too much of these flowers because I do like them. So I just have to decide. And now that I'm thinking about it, I want to keep all the flowers. So we're going to go ahead and cut the 3/4 inch off of here, because I think that any pen that I use, if I need to go over this, it will still be visible. So I'm not worried about, too much of my flowers being on the page here. Okay, so I'm going to grab my cutter again. And then we'll just cut at that line there. And now this, just so you know, I did print this paper on just regular lightweight copy paper. And I did that because I don't want this book to get real thick. So I'm just trying to, if I'm gluing things in, I'm trying to use thin paper if I can, so I'm not getting too thick. Okay, so then the next thing I need to do is give myself a margin from the top and the bottom. And like I said, I didn't measure this. It's 8.5 inches tall right now. So I think I'm going to take off about 1/2 inch from this. So we'll take it down to about 8 inches. I'm just going to take it off the bottom because I do like this flower at the top here. And I'm just going to take that off, and then you'll see that we should have a page that very nicely fits right onto that page, and that's exactly what I wanted. Now, I also like to do for my other side of my monthly page, and first I'm just going to take out this envelope. I'm not sure if you saw me, working on this, but I have this cut in such a way that I can just pull it out if I want to pull it out. So I'm pulling it out for now, and I could put it somewhere else if I wanted to. But I think I'm going to use this other side of the page as my monthly goals and to-do list. So that's usually what I like to put on the opposite side of my overview calendar page. So we're kind of going to do the same thing with this one. And now, since this flower is kind of down towards the bottom a bit, I may take off my 1/2 inch from the top of this one. So I'm doing it at 1/2 inch just to kind of match what I had done with the other one. And now for the width, I'm going to do the same thing as well. I'm just going to line it up where I want it beside my rings. And now I do have some washi tape on this end page here, so I want to be sure that my paper doesn't cover that, because the glue may not stick very well to that washi tape. So I made a little mark, and it actually kind of looks like it's almost the same as the other one. It may be a little bit bigger. And okay, so now I have my 2 pages ready to go for my month overview. All right, so now first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue these down to get them ready, and I'm going to use my little glue pad here and just a glue stick to make sure I get all of my edges. So I'm just gonna try not to do that. And then we'll flip it around here and make sure you get the edges really well. And then we can put this right on here. just make sure you get close to where you measured from so that you don't end up going over. I'm just going to press that down, and I'm already loving it. So we'll do the same thing with this one. See if I can not get glue everywhere. You know, that's what happens when you don't have a lot of time. Everything goes not the way you plan. Or at least that happens to me. Please tell me I'm not the only one that happens to. All right, and we'll put this one, same thing, down there. And I love how these two pages match. I think that is awesome. All right, and I'm going to move this page aside so I don't get more glue on it until we get to it here. Okay, now that I have these glued down, I'm going to finish these by using these little bullet journal helpers that I have. And you can get yours if you would like to use these as well. This is a little freebie I have for you. If you go to madpapercrush.com/bullet journal setup, all one word, there's a couple of pages that can help you do a month overview and just get yourself going really fast. So to that end, I just kind of have them all cut apart and saved in a little envelope here. So the first thing I need to do is decide for my May setup, or figure out for my May setup what day May starts on. So April has 30 days. So that is a Saturday, and it looks like May 1st is a Monday. So, no, I'm sorry. May 1st is a Sunday. And I'm going to double check that, but I'm pretty sure that's it. So I need one of the bullet journal helpers that goes from 1 to 31 because May has 31 days. And then I need to start my day part on a Sunday. So I'm looking at some of the pieces that I've used before, and I've started cutting these apart. So, and I will link to the video that kind of shows you how I use these bullet journal setup pieces in here. If you are interested in how I use these strips to do what I need to do. So let's see. So it looks like this might be my best option here. If I'm starting on a Sunday, if the first is a Sunday, I have my Sunday and Monday here. So those can go up at the top, and then I'll need something that goes from Tuesday down. And so I'm just looking at the ones I have printed out. Now I did print these out on full page sticker paper so that they would just go on top of anything I was doing. And so I'm just making sure I don't have any more of them, but I do think I'm good to go. And I do think that these two are my best bets to get started. So this one starts at Tuesday, and then I can go all the way down and get those put together on here. Okay. So now the other thing that I like to do, because I just kind of cut these apart just to get them apart, but I am going to try to cut off any of the excess around the edges of my numbers so that I can put my days of the week as close to these numbers as possible, just so they take up the least amount of room. And since these are printed on stickers, especially if you don't print on see-through stickers like I am, you're going to have some overlap, and I don't want that. So I'm going to see if the back of this has a peely line, which I'm surprised that it doesn't, but it's okay. We'll see if we can get this off. Oop, look, it did have a peely line. I didn't even see it. Okay, so now I have my numbers from 1 to 31 for May, and I'm going to carefully try not to get and I'm going to put this all the way at the edge because I don't mind if it's out to the edge, since I'm not going to really be drawing on this or doing anything with it. I can put that all the way out to the edge there. Okay, so now I have my months all ready to go. My days. numbers, whatever those are called. And then I'm going to do the same thing for my days of the week. So this one has a little peel line too, making that much easier for me. So my first and second are Sunday and Monday, and I'm just going to put those right next to my days. And then I do have to trim this one up again too. And actually this one's going to need to be cut down because it's going to be a little long. So I think this is the right length. But then I'll hang on to this little Wednesday and Thursday that I just trimmed off there. If I need to use it for another month, I can use it for another month. So I'm just going to trim these down again. Okay, let's see if we can find the line. That's what I do. I also like about these sticker sheets is that they're fairly easy to get apart. Okay, now I just have to be careful that I get everything lined up with the right days. So I start and end with this pretty much aligned with every day. And I don't want to overlap it too much, which I see I'm kind of doing. So let's just be careful here, Sharon. Okay, I think I'm going to put that end down and then just carefully put that end down. Okay, so now you can see I have every day of the month, 1st through the 31st, with the corresponding day of the month, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all the way down here. So that makes it very simple for me, very easy for me. And now I'm going to look through, because now I want to do the other side here. You can see my page is curling just a little bit, but once I close this, it'll be good. So, oh, I know what I wanted to do. I wanted to look for, I have a little envelope in here. Just mark my page. I have a little envelope in here that has more of my helpers on here. So they didn't all fit in there, right? And so I kind of wanted to have some different things here. So I'm looking through. I want to find my May word that's nice and big that I'm going to put on there, because once again, we're going for fast here. So I'll put that on. And then the other thing that I wanted to look for is something like this. So tasks and to-dos I wanted to pull out. And then I don't know if I have, let's see, do I have another? I also was thinking it might be good to have a goals, because I like to put my goals, but I don't have to use that word if I don't want to. So, all right, let me just see. I think that's all in here, because I have to do. Let me just see what we got here. I have this goals that I could use. I must have used all the other ones that I have printed, or that I had printed, I should say. So I think what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to grab, I'm going to leave this in here for now, since I'm kind of been doing the see-through stickers. And maybe I'll just pull one of those out too to see. Okay. All right, so I think I'm going to use important for my goals instead of using the word goals. So I'll know what it means, and I'm good with that. So what I like to do usually for this page, actually, let's finish this page. So the only other thing I'm going to do here for this one is I'm going to add my month title. And I just have to decide where to do that. So I could do it right at the top. I could kind of do it sideways. I could do it down at the bottom. Since I don't know what the end of my month will bring, I think I am just going to put it right at the top. And I may even put it just a teeny bit over this flower. And I think that's perfect. And to me, that's good. I'm going to call it done for this side. Okay, so let's work on this side. So what I want to do is what I like to do is I normally after my month overview, I like to split the opposite page into two parts, which one is goals and the other is like monthly tasks or to-dos or something like that. So I think these words will help me get that done. And once again, we're going for fast here. So I think I'm going to put my goals at the top. So I'm going to I'm going to cut out one of these importance. And I already have lots of cuts on this one. Move that out of the way. Okay. So this is where I'm going to put my goals, and I try to keep my goals limited to like maybe, 4 goals for the month. And I think I'll put this one up at the top as well. And then I can put my goals here, whatever they are. And then I can also do my monthly to-dos or tasks or something like that. So these are just kind of general things that like must get done regardless. So, different work tasks or, things like that, paying bills, that kind of stuff. My goals are more, aspirations that I have that hopefully I can try to get done above and beyond my regular, to-do list. So I'm going to put this one down just a little bit. Actually, maybe we'll put it like right here. And then these I will put back in my thing for now. And sometimes this is also on the helpers sheet that is the freebie. You can use these for tasks. You can put them down there so you can just, check things off. But I don't think I'm going to use them this time. So, I could do my 4 little, if I do my goals, maybe I'll do that. So, but because these are kind of close together and I like to kind of detail my goals a little bit, maybe I'll just cut them apart. So I'm going to leave it at 4. And, I don't know that I haven't even really thought through what my goals are for this month. But if I cut these all out, I can just put them on and then they'll be ready to go. And I can space them a little bit, better. So I'll put that guy there. Try to pull this off here. And I'm just going to make this spacing just a little bit bigger so that if I have some detail that I want to put around my goal, I can do that. This is probably what takes the longest of this entire thing, is actually pulling the sticker off the backing. Actually, this one looks like it has a cut. Oh, no, it doesn't. Thought it did. Thought we lucked out there, but we did not. Okay, so now I have my 4 areas for goals ready to go if I want to use them. And then I can just check them off when they're done. I like having that. Okay, and I think, and I'm just going to leave my to-do list blank for now. So I'm not sure how many of those I might have. So I'm just going to leave it blank until I'm ready to go. But I may choose, there's a bunch of different things that you could use. I have I have some squares that you could use. I also have kind of listy things. So some cute little boots there that you could use for your list. Some timepieces, some scissors, different things that you could use. So, but I'm going to leave it blank for now until I'm ready to do that page. Okay, so now let's move on to getting the first couple weeks done. All right, so to do a couple of weeks in my bullet journal, to get them done fast, I'm going to be using this digital from my Fresh Spring kit. So it's sort of already done for you, which I like. Sometimes I have more time to be creative and, create the weeks on my own. So like if you look in the past here, so, sometimes I just kind of make my own weeks doing, different things in here with different pieces of paper and things like that. Sometimes I don't have that kind of time. And so this is really helpful to be able to do that. So we can just cut this out and use this to have our week done. We just plug in the dates. There's also a page in this kit that doesn't have the days of the week on them. So if you like to start your days Like on Sunday, if your week starts on Sunday, you can add your own days in. I like to start my weeks on Monday and have my weekend sort of at the end of the week, which is why I do it this way. Now, I was going to say, you certainly don't need to do this. You could just do a blank piece of paper, add your lines, add some little, cut out dots if you wanted to, or even not, just, put the days of the week in. You can do this very simply without, having to use a digital or something like that. I also have a free version of my Mad plans. It's like a little mini kit, but it's for October. So it's not, in the month that we're in now, but you are welcome to grab that if you would like to use it. You could probably pull out some of the things and maybe add some stickers to make it look a little more springy. But if you would like that, if you go to madpapercrush.com/October plan, all one word, you can pick up a little Mad Plans mini kit if you would like to use that in your planners as well. Okay, so I'm going to use this one, and I've just opened up my planner to my first blank page, and now we had just completed our May overview month and my goals and to-do lists. And I realized that I had gone ahead last month and started putting in some more papers for some of my weeks. So I had to turn a couple of pages to get to where I'm going. So I may not number these yet because I haven't done that on those, or we'll maybe do that at the end. But I'm just turning to the next blank page, and I'm going to cut these out so that we can use them in here. So these are actually already sized down a little bit smaller so that they should fit inside of your planner if you have the same size planner as me. If you don't and you're using these kits, you can always print these out at a smaller size. So, you could print them down to 70% or something like that so that it fits a little bit better in your planner if you have a different size planner than I do. But I do love some weeks just using these quick, already done for me kind of weeks so that I don't have to worry about anything. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to decide, which ones I want to use first. And oftentimes I like for my week to span 2 pages in my planner. So I have all my days here together all ready to go, but I may want to just add some area for me to sort of expand on these days if I need to, or if I have, a bigger to-do list on one day or another. And that's where I think these little things from the kit will come in handy. So I have this big piece that I could use, and that may just be, enough for that page. I don't even know if any of these would fit. I could just put it right in the middle there. A lot of times I use these as a flip. So I will washi tape it to the edge of the paper. And so it has a nice little flip out there if you wanted to. And then, using some of these smaller papers to have places to journal, I could do that too. And then this is just, a little decoration or something like that. So we'll have to see how that comes together. I may also just grab some more scrap pieces of paper so that I can fill up this page a little bit. But first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to take this paper and we're going to glue it down just like we did our monthly overview and goal pages. Okay, and before I do this side, I may just go ahead and flip this over and put my other one in. So that one's ready to go too. So I have 2 full weeks done in just the amount of time it takes me to glue it down, glue it down to the page, which is, in my opinion, it's awesome to have this option, if you want to have something done quick. Because like I said, if I don't have these weeks ready, I can't use my planner and I don't want it to get away from me. So I'm doing this very intentionally. And of course you could put this on the other side if you wanted to. You could even put both of these on, one page if you wanted to. The reason I most often put these on this side is because I'm lefty, so it makes it easier for me to write. Although I do often, write on the other side as well. I don't know. I just kind of like to put them on this side of the page. All right, so now we need to get decorating our opposite pages. All right, so I just went and grabbed from my leftover paper and different things this little note card here. So this actually came in one of the Your Creative Studio boxes, and I just had, you know, an extra piece. So I thought this would be fun to use in here as well. So I think for this first one with my little birds, I'm going to add another page with some birds so that they're together there. And then I don't even know if I'm going to need something else with this or want something else with this. And I may even just try to, actually, that might work. That might work pretty well. So that I have some extra space to kind of, you know, make any notes or lists or things that I need to do during the week that I don't have room for elsewhere. So I may just put that just like that and call it good, because we're going for time here, remember? Okay, so let's go ahead and add this down. And this must have been a missed print here, because there's something else on the back. Looks like part of that page got misprinted here. Okay, so I'm going to do this kind of close to the bottom. And since it doesn't fill the whole page, I'm not even going over my page number there, which is nice. I had lots of problems with this printing. Okay, and then we'll put this one up here, kind of towards the edge. And look, there's only just maybe 1/8 of an inch that's overlapped there. So I think that will work out nicely, and I can use that to add any notes or lists that I want to have on that side there. And then we'll do our other one here. And I think I will use this. So I think these colors match a little bit better with this weekly thing here. So, and I was thinking I would use this one as well. So I just need to kind of see if I can, oh look, they'll fit together on one page. And I may just center those for fun here. And maybe I'll grab, I have some extra washi tape that I have from my, I think this is from my Farrago kit. I think that's where this comes from. Let me see. I thought I had another little piece. Oh, here it is. So this is just printable washi tape. And I can link this too if you're interested in taking a look at that. And I also have some, well, let me just go ahead and put this on here. So I like to sometimes just have little accent pieces here. So this may cover up that just a little bit, but that's okay. Or I could move this over here. I was going to center them. Well, let's see if I can pull this off. I doubt it. Because I was thinking maybe I wanted that Flores Natural to show. Oh no, this isn't gonna. It's gonna tear my paper. So when you do printable washi tape like this, and you put it on just regular sticker paper, sometimes, well, you can't pull it off. But I went ahead and did it anyway. So instead of putting it that way on the bottom where it's going to be covered up, I think let's put it like this here so we can see that. Yeah, I like it. And then I could put maybe add some more washi tape underneath there, but I think I'm going to not. So we're going for quick again, right? All right, so once again, grab that glue stick. And this paper is a little bit thicker, so I'm really gonna try to be sure I have plenty of glue on here so that it'll stick down properly. And I'm gonna center it, or close to center it. Real close to the top. And then we'll add our other little block down here at the bottom. And this one's from the kit. this little piece. You can see it has a little matching flower on it for that our title page had. That looks crooked. Try that again. Okay. And then I was thinking I would put this somewhere, but I don't think, I mean, I think we have our pages pretty much filled. I could cut this down a little maybe. Just add one little bit of decoration here. Let's see if I can cut it down without really taking away much of the design. That's kind of cute. I think I will do that. But before I do that, I'm just going to take my little distress pouncer here and put a little bit of that on there. So then if I write, I could even still continue to write on there, and it would show nicely. So now we got to add in our little bit of decoration, because a decorated planner, I think, is more inspiring to work in than just a plain blank piece there. So of course I could go in and add some more. I grabbed these little butterfly stickers out to see if maybe there was a couple places where I could put a couple of these cute little things. Now they have white edges, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But like this blue one might be fun. And if I remember right, these are kind of hard to get apart, but that worked pretty well. So let's see. I'm going to put this down here. But then I have lots of blank places over here to kind of put some things. So let's see. I'm going to pick a brown one for this side. And the white border doesn't show so much on that page. And then maybe just to continue the theme, I have some butterflies here, so maybe I should add some here. So let's see, I might add this guy. To here. And I think that's just enough. So let's take a look at what we did. So we did our overview, month overview page. So that's all ready to go. I did my goals and my to-dos for the month here and ready to go. And as I said, I had kind of done these last month, but they're not numbered or anything. And then we added 2 whole weeks. So it looks like I might have the entire month planned here and ready to go. So maybe what I'll do real quick while I have you is I'm just going to grab a pen and we'll do some, I was going to say we'll do some adding of the days, but let's see. So I already had put Sunday on this one. So I don't have to use Sunday if I don't want to. I could start with Monday, which I normally like to do. So the 2nd would be the day that I would start here. So I think what I might do is if we do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that's my kind of normal routine. I think we can do that. So I'm just going to quickly add some dates so you can see that you don't have to take a lot of time to do your bullet journal. These are collage pages that I had already put together kind of with some breaks in it so that I could just use them. And they're, they are actually throughout my journal in different places. So as I get to them, I just use them, however I see fit. So, all right. So we're going to do, this is going to be the 2nd, which is a Monday. So I'm just going to add the day underneath so I don't forget what that is. And then we'll do the 3rd. And I was going to say maybe I'll do the day of the week over here. That would be Tuesday. 4, 5, 6. So this is, and sometimes I have to really concentrate to do this, so bear with me. So Friday, and then this one I want to be sort of 2 separate ones, so I'm just going to do 7 here, and then I'll kind of go about halfway, because I usually don't have too much going on the weekends. So first week, ready to go. And then we can start in Monday. So I have 9, 10, 11. I've got to look at my, so 9 to 15 would give me another week here. So this one I'm going to kind of do in the corners, because since these are a little bit bigger illustrations, I don't have a lot of writing space. So I'm just I'm going to start with the numbers so I can get them out. 11, 12, 13. And then this is kind of already split in half for me. So I'll do 14 there and 15 here. And then maybe on this one, I'll just do the letters for the week. And then this is Saturday and Sunday. Look at that. Second week done. So now this week, once again, I'm going to go back to my overview so I don't get this messed up. So I just finished at the 15th. So if we go the 16th through the 22nd, that's what I'll have here. And I already have my days of the week, the letters listed. So we'll just put in our numbers. So we'll start with 16. And I like this too, because I also have sort of a this week label where I can maybe put in, you know, what meals we're going to have this week, or, you know, anything pressing for that week right there as well. All right. And we can do the last one too. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to go back here 22nd. So now I'm going from the 23rd to the 29th. And I already have my days of the week in again. And then sometimes what I do for the end of the month, if I want to start, you know, fresh for a new month, you know, I might put in the 30th and the 31st over here or something like that. But sometimes I'll include those, you know, the 2 or whatever couple days that are left over from the previous month. I'll just put them into the new month to get started. So June, we could start on the 30th as the Monday. And then, you know, the 31st would be Tuesday. And then I would keep going in June. Okay, so this is what we did. We did our May overview. We have our goals, our to-do list. We did some labeling of some weeks that were already there. And then our fast weeks we did using a digital, and I have this week completed. This week completed. I have a whole month of planning ready to go, ready for me to just jot down things that are starting to get going. So I hope you liked this video, friends. If you did, I hope that you'll give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, where you'll get more junk journaling videos, as well as doing bullet journal planning in a junk journal vintage style. And I will see you in the next video, friends. Take care. Bye-bye.